Come, C-U-M. Joshy, 5 miles closer to me.
I'm close.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome to hell, baby. That's most definitely what is up, YouTubes. So basically, there has been a bunch of speculation going on with King Cobra for a while. People were assuming that Jessica was in town and that she was with him. Now, he vehemently denied this for the longest time, and on the 2nd and 3rd of September, Jessica livestreamed multiple times from his trailer, proving that she is there. Oh man. Oh my god, so the breakup wasn't real? Oh man, I got duped. There's no way anybody could have predicted that Josh would fall back into his old ways. Now, I wish we would get more context as to how this whole situation happened, because, I mean, people knew his address basically instantly when he moved into his trailer, so I'm sure Jessica knew, but she flew there, and then, what, just like showed up at his front door and started knocking and saying, Joshy, I want to talk to you, Joshy. I mean, I'm very interested in that. I think if one of the other trailer park neighbors, just made a video or made a series of videos, their own channel, just documenting anytime something happens at Josh's trailer, ooh, baby, I'm tuning in for that. So basically, we got an introductory stream where Josh streams for 4 hours, which I'm not going to go over, it's just drunken nonsense. And then he has a video talking about how he broke his phone. And then we get to see Jessica. So, the red filter, they just turned on the light, it is very indicative of what's going on, but let's build up to it. Let's see what Josh is thinking before the Jessica reveal.
And I broke my goddamn phone. I didn't want to break it. I did not want to break my phone. I hate breaking my phone. I want to need at least $200 some odd to replace it. I hate this. I'm so disappointed in myself. You know? Like, I wasn't trying to freak anyone out. And the cab driver I had last night was super awesome. It doesn't matter what company I went through to get a ride back from the bar. It doesn't matter.
So basically we get this 20-minute long video of Josh apologizing, and he's all upset and he's all bent out of shape, and some of the things start to fill your head a little bit, like, why was Josh just drunkenly smashing his phone in the back of the car? Now, is that outlandish for Josh? Is that something that couldn't occur? I mean, he's broke 2 other phones prior to this, right? So, like, it's not crazy to think, but what would push Josh over the edge? Typically, you know, I just imagine if he went to the bar by himself, which he would never do, or very infrequently does, he would sit in the back, kind of like World of T-shirts with his phone, like, right up to his face, and, the trolls. That's what I would imagine would be going down. So clearly there's something that was just really perturbing him, and he acted outlandishly to scare the Uber driver that he had. And I think it's a interesting point that I saw somebody bring up on maybe a forum somewhere or something that was like, if Josh gets banned from like Lyft or Uber or whatever he's taking, he like legitimately is never going to be able to go anywhere unless one of his friends with a car shows up, and he'll just become more and more of a recluse. So I'm curious about that. I don't know if he's like hinting or alluding to the fact that he might get in trouble through one of those car sharing platforms because of him going absolutely spurg mode in the back seat.
No, everything was going fine, just fine last night. I went to the bar, ran into one of my YouTube fans, and then something triggered me, and I lost my temper, and I threw my phone on the floor and broke it. Like, I wasn't trying to scare the cab driver last night. That's the last thing I'd want to do. The cab driver I had is a very nice. The cab driver I had last night is a good person.
What do you guys think might have pushed him over the edge? And this air quote fan that showed up. I mean, now that you have the context that Jessica's actually there, it all just sort of starts to make perfect sense. Oh, the fan is Jessica, and something that pissed him off was Jessica. So he's probably sitting in the back seat, and she's huffing and puffing. And honestly, I kind of relate. I understand this whole dynamic of, oh my god, can you just shut up? Stop bringing up that everybody hates you or that you think I'm so annoying. Like, that is so irritating to listen to people say to you. So, like, I'm on Josh's side there, I guess. Like, being around Jessica for any amount of time would just be like nail scratching on the chalkboard, dude. Like, sometimes you just want to go out and just chill. It's like, no, me being quiet for a little bit, it's just because I'm just existing. I'm just chilling for a little bit. It doesn't mean I'm mad at you. And Jessica will never understand that. She needs to be yapping nonstop in order to fill the voices that are inside her head that make her go insane.
I'll be the first to admit I got a nasty temper, and I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to get so angry all the time, but like shit just pisses me off. You know how it goes when things are out of your control and it's just shoved in your face. And like now I feel bad because if I want a new cell phone, I'm gonna have to finish my new album and try to get it out before Halloween so that way I can, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, Josh, so I guess your new album is going to save the day, which is kind of confusing to me because maybe I missed the part where Josh has made a gajillion dollars off of his music. I don't really recall that. I mean, I always assumed that his wand business was his most beneficial endeavor that he would do, and you know, if he would just go back to live streaming, I feel like you get a much more consistent income of trolls sending you money. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's confusing to me. He's gonna release this epic album, and we'll hear parts of it a little bit later. It's as bad as you would imagine it would be when Jessica is around. But basically, as I mentioned in the intro, Josh did this like 4-hour live stream. And Jessica was there the entire time, and eventually, when they start hanging out together, she decides to go live. But was Joshy aware? Who knows? And I guess it's worthwhile to talk about it now. A lot of people I've seen are feeling very bad for Josh. They're like, oh man, what's going on here? I think he's dug his own grave. And a lot of people are trying to say that Jessica is exponentially worse than Josh, which I don't think is 100% true. I think that they are like the same person, just opposite genders, in my opinion. Now, I just don't know how the situation formed, and it seemed like he secretly brought her to the trailer, and the reason why he didn't want any attention drawn to it was because his father, Clint, who is basically the landlord, is probably going to get pissed off over this. Now, it's Clint. He's not actually going to do anything. He's like a hapless father, so like there's no real ramifications coming, but that would be my perception of why Josh has been a little bit secretive with Jessica.
Oh, bad thing. Don't insult me in front of everyone.
And for who's everyone?
I don't know, 94 people. I have not shown you, I'm just showing my ugly face. My ugly godforsaken face. I was just saying the bat thingy, Josh. I don't think I can, I don't have a family.
Are you live right now?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god, you said you weren't gonna go live.
Joshy, I've been live. I told you I was live.
Oh my god, you said you weren't gonna go live while you were here, and you're doing it.
I know, but I told you I went live early. Joshy, I have not shown you once.
And this is the crazy part, man. Like, imagine jeopardizing your relationship or your secrecy of the relationship for less than 100 viewers. Like, I don't get it, because his whole argument is that Jessica didn't want to stream so that there wouldn't be any trolls knowing that she's there and sending DoorDash orders or whatever to the house and messing with them. That's the perception. But Jessica is so desperate for this attention, and she doesn't really get as much attention when she's not with Josh. So she knew that this is a prime A slam doink opportunity to get the viewers rolling in. And of course we get to sit here and listen to them argue back and forth about, why are you streaming? I'm just trying to hang out here and you're ruining my trailer, like that whole shebang. And it's kind of funny. And also, it should be worthwhile, at least in this portion of the stream. Now, finding a re-upload of the stream that is in its entirety is a bit difficult and without commentary. So, basically, from what I saw, it doesn't seem like Jessica outwardly said, I'm streaming. It basically seems like she started streaming and Josh said something about streaming or alluding to it in some way. And Jessica kind of gave him a look and looked back at her phone. I think she was kind of inferring that I'm streaming, but Josh obviously was not going to pick that up. I mean, he's going ham off of Duster and alcohol at this point, I assume, so it can't be great.
This one. What did I do, Josh?
You didn't do anything. I didn't accuse you of anything.
I didn't say that. I was going to play a Bjork song because someone wanted me to play a Bjork song. Stop. What? You're fine.
Cold foam coffee at home.
I told you earlier I was live just because you don't hear everything I say.
You didn't tell me you were live earlier, you lying sack of crap.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
You drunk sack of crap.
I'm not delusional. I did tell you.
Isn't this just a lovely couple, guys? I mean, this is relationship goals. When you're growing up and you're going to high school and you always see that couple that's constantly arguing, but on their Facebook page, they have the heart filter over them and they're like, oh, my Pookie Bear, we're so number one together, a long time forever. Like, you see that shit, this is them. And it's like, it's so painfully uncomfortable to watch a 40-year-old woman and a mid-30-year-old man act like 15-year-olds online and express their relationship drama to everybody on the internet. It's so weird and uncomfortable to sit through because they're not even arguing about like real shit. Like maybe if they were disputing how money was being spent or how they're gonna get their situation figured out so that they can be together. Yeah, you're still kind of a lolcow, but I get it. That's a real adult situation. But being mad that you're live streaming or that you're not playing the right music, and pay attention because she is going to talk about Bjork so many goddamn times during this stream. It is so annoying to listen to. And that's your biggest gripe, and that's what's going to drive a wedge between you two. I mean, obviously, the compatibility doesn't really exist. That's why there's a huge issue related to it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. So basically, after the red light stream, we move on. And the next day, she does another stream where we get to listen to some epic Joshy beats, baby. Where we're listening to the new album right from the get-go.
I thought it was a Bjork song for a second. I'm not.
So yeah, Joshy's getting better at it.
I'm not even kidding you. It's not even the vocals. It's the.
I'm getting better at producing quality music.
It's not even the vocals. The music. I thought this was a Bjork song for a second. I'm not shitting you. I was about to. We can make music together. I need more time with him, but I already have a few lyrics.
Yeah, baby. Who doesn't want to hear a Jessica feature on a Josh song for his Halloween album? I didn't think I was going to make that sentence in my entire life, but that just sounds A1, baby. I'm ready to listen to Jessica say, yeah, I hate my parents. They don't let me take 4-hour showers, baby. Yo, this sucks. I love Joshy because whatever. We don't even really know. What is the appeal between these two? I mean, obviously, desperation is part of it. I think Josh has also kind of reached that point where maybe he actually understands that Jessica is his one and only chance. There is not a backup option, right? In my opinion. Who knows? Who knows when he's 60 and he's living in his clock tower dream mansion, maybe he can get some epic babes from, I don't know, Wyoming University or something to come show up and listen to his sick beats. But in the meantime, this is it. This is as best as he can do, and he has to stare into that abyss and just reflect.
Do it, Joshy.
What?
I love that voice. I like Josh. I don't know what I said to you earlier, but I literally saw you laugh so fun out of everything ever since we've been hanging out. I don't know what I said to you earlier. You laughed so hard, and I was like, "Oh, I should have recorded that." I love to make people laugh, and to see you laugh so wholeheartedly, I was like, "Aw." That melts my Demogorgon heart. I'm a Demogorgon too at the end of the day. We are made for each other. Thank you.
She also kept talking about going Demogorgon mode and how they're a perfect couple even though that she's a Demogorgon. It's, man. Man. This is just a struggle bus, man. Sitting here listening to her, and that's what she kept saying when she would go on the red light stream. Demogorgon mode. Oh, you're in hell. Oh, spooky. It's just, man.
Well, you want all these people to hear this?
Yes.
Okay, that's up to you. That's fine. Joshy wants y'all to hear it. People are blaming me for ruining your whole, pre-release. And
No.
I only wanted you to play
There's
two
no
songs.
pre-release.
And this is a really aggravating part of listening to Jessica do anything ever, is that she is so keen on responding to every troll that sends any message, and it's usually with some vulgar response, but it's who cares, bro? Everybody that posts anything online, even if you're doing the greatest, best, most ultra move out there, you're still gonna get hate. Some person that lives in their parents' basement is still gonna respond and say something that they hate you. It's something you have to deal with, and most of the time, all they want is to get a response out of you. And if you give them a response, they won, right? You debating them or you trying to refute them is just gonna make the situation so much worse. And so anytime that Josh is brought up, well, don't feed the trolls, don't respond to the trolls, he's actually right. His response to the trolls, and this is, some people get annoyed by it because he doesn't learn from what the trolls are trying to tell him, which is kind of fair. But at the same time, you can't feed the trolls if you're keen or you're avid on living the same lifestyle that you're trying to. It's just, it's annoying.
Your mom.
Yeah, so I think this is a good point to stop listening to this part of the stream. She literally goes on and on and on about your mom jokes, saying your mom, and starts spurring out. She's playing with Sean. Josh was getting very sensitive about her playing with Sean as well. He just didn't want her to touch him. He's up there as a prop. He's there to hang around. He's trying to teach her how to be a ventriloquist. It's a great show, but I really don't care about commentating on the rest of it. Now, the final part of the stream, or this video, I should say, is audio recording from Jessica Messica, where I don't even know how she got this audio recording, but basically, the 4-hour stream that Josh did, Jessica goes on to explain a bunch of horrible things that Josh has been doing since she's been there, and I don't really know the validity of any of this. I don't trust Jessica at all, right? And it's a messy situation, man.
He has put his hands on me at least 4 times now. Twice tonight, because we're trying to watch Tombstone and I have questions. He told me he hates me. I'm worse than the trolls, apparently. All because I'm trying to understand a movie that he likes, and I don't really watch movies, so I told him this on my second visit. I don't understand movies like normal people.
I literally sat at the table doing a crossword for 4 hours, being as quiet as I possibly could. I could not get a hold of the other line. And I told you that from the second visit that I was going to ask questions about this.
So I think this is the biggest problem with Jessica. Well, there's a lot of problems with Jessica, but at least in this initial clip that we're listening to, she is constantly trying to prove herself as being the victim and Josh being some like evil, wicked person. I really don't know what her objective is. Does she actually have any interest in dating Josh? Or is her whole goal to try and tear him down and like stand on the ashes of his channel? I really don't know what the objective is, but basically, as we can hear, the whole dispute starts because Josh was getting annoyed at her asking questions during the movie Tombstone, which is so funny. It is so funny to be the premise of all their arguments since she's been there, is that she was probably yapping and talking way too much while he's trying to enjoy the movie, which is fair, because Jessica's posing it as, oh, well, I was just asking who that guy is or what's going on. It's like, just sit there and watch the movie, bro. Most movies, as long as they're not like an Art Nouveau crazy thing, they're probably going to be easily understandable if you just sit there and pay attention. And Jessica refuses to do that. She just wants to yap and talk to Josh the entire time, and he gets frustrated, and he comes out during this recording, and he's drunk from the 4-hour stream, and he's freaking out, and he's saying some bad things I had to cut out from here, some game deletion type of things. There were audio and video clips of him hitting himself. It's a whole mess that, honestly, Clint has to get involved if he actually cares about his son. Now, we all know that he is too weak-spined to actually have anything occur, but nothing has really come out in the last, 3 days from this. Josh hasn't commented on it. There hasn't been a Jessica stream to my knowledge, so I'm curious as to where this is going to go. Maybe she'll be gone. I mean, initially, I thought she was showing up August 19th, but she might have come a week later. But even besides that, she's been there for over a week and potentially up to 2 weeks. And it's like, is she just going to start squatting there? What's the objective here? I'm confused. So, either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.